All right, Pot Media fans, very, very exciting night for me. As you all know, I post about it all the time, a massive closet maths fan, that probably not a closet one now. So I've had the pleasure of interviewing Australian cricketers, AFL footballers, the elite sportsmen, but this is probably the biggest interview that I've had to date. On a Friday night, he's a couple of beers deep, a couple of reds deep. We've got Michael, the villain, they call him, from maths. Mikey, thanks for joining us, mate.
Thank you for having me, Matt. Thank you for having me. I mean, they throw that villain word around a little bit too often, but hey, if the shoe fits, keep kicking.
Mate, we've just had a chat, and we're going to get the open book tonight, which I'm absolutely I'm loving, and I know the fans are going to enjoy it as well. We're hopefully going to get a bit of the mischief that you got up to whilst filming maths. But life after maths, how's it been, mate?
I can't complain. I mean, life after maths is pretty different. I was just a normal Joe Blow guy like everyone else. And this is the problem with people that are on these shitty 9 seconds of fame reality TV shows. They come out of it thinking they're like Jessica Power. Oh, no, I'm special. I'm not special. None of us are special. I'm not having lunch with, Hugh Hefner and worrying about my dinner plans with Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm just Michael. And I'm from Adelaide. I grew up in Adelaide. And to be honest with you, I'm just me, and I'm still me after the show. This is one thing. I think I'm probably one of the only people that this fame and all this bullshit hasn't gotten to. Yeah, it's fun walking up at IGA when people are like, oh my God, are you that guy on maths? And I'm like, and you sort of look at them, and if they look a bit aggressive, you're like, no, you're talking about my twin brother, Michael. He's a nasty boy. Yeah, no, we kicked him out of the family years ago.
Nah, mate. You put it up on Instagram, and there's been a bit of chat, a few stories coming out on Facebook. The private jet. Now, living life luxury. Now, can we set the record straight? Is it your private jet, and how often do you jump on one of those?
No, it's not my private jet. I'm a firm believer in buying assets that appreciate in value. So I do. The house that you've all seen is my house. I own that. My assets that go up in value, I'll own. But yeah, obviously the private jet thing, I think sort of, I don't know. To me, it was, I didn't mean any disregard for people that have sort of, looked at that and gone, oh, what a dickhead. But at the end of the day, I mean, I would rather fly on a private jet than a Tiger. I've got to be honest with you. I'm sorry, guys. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I just wish half of you were on there that actually hated me, because the people that hate me have the best banter when they're actually sledging me. So it's like, mate, if me and you were sitting next to each other on that jet and we were having a few beers, we would be having a good time. I am not a snobby person that thinks he's better than anyone. If I want to go on a private jet, who gives a f***? I'll go on a private jet. And guess what? I can have I'm the type of guy you can pull over in a footy club or stop on the side of the street, and I'll have a laugh with you. I'll have a giggle with you. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not an uptight. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh my God, look at him. He thinks he's a sick. No, it's like, that's not me. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you want to take a few pictures of me on a private jet? Crack on.
Yep, I certainly wouldn't mind a trip with you, that's for sure. It'd be good to see what's going on.
No, Matty, the problem is they don't have seats in the middle because we've got to balance the weight on the jet, you know what I mean?
Oh, the boys are going to have a bit of a field day with this.
I'm going to sledge you as much as you're going to sledge me, so you better bring a harder game than that, Matty. You better bring a harder game than that, son.
Well, I want to talk about some of the sledging. What is some of the best Instagram messages that you've received? Because I know you'll read them all. What's some of the best that you've received since the show about some of your behaviours?
Here's the difference. I actually don't read all the Instagram messages. So a lot of people will go through there and they'll comment back and all of this. I just put the post up. I let the people and argue with each other on the post, and I'm just sitting there and go, I can't believe it. I'm just a guy from Adelaide, and now I've got 2,000 people writing on my post. What the f***? It's like, oh my God, like I know we're in lockdown and stuff, but come on, guys, I know you don't have a job, but you're better off lining up at Centrelink for this one. You know what I mean? Like, just sort of use your time wisely. But hey, I've had some great comments. What have I had? You're a narcissist. I love that one. A narcissist. You love yourself. You love yourself. You think you're so good, flaunting around your cash and blah blah blah. To me, it's just like, well, I'm not really flaunting around my cash because wasn't on the private jet going to Ibiza. Do you know what I mean? I was actually going to work. So yeah, it was funny to read it. But I mean, you get that. You're going to get your love and your hate. But to be honest, a lot of people block their comments and they'll restrict their comments and they'll delete comments. My page is an open form. So if you want to comment, you want to sledge me, you want to give me banter, I will never, ever, hand on my heart, I'll never, ever delete one of your comments. Have fun with it, guys.
And, mate, what in God's name made you decide to put in your application to MAFS? And did you put it in being genuinely serious, or did you take it as a bit of a piss take, the application?
I've never told anyone this, Matt, and I'm going to tell you because some weird reason I like you. And I don't know if it's the chubby cheeks or the cute smile, but something's got me attached to you. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. So I originally applied for MAFS, and I mean everyone will say I was looking for love. I was looking to sail into the sunset. Guys, let's look at the success rate. 0 to all. But this is the difference. So if the perfect girl did come along, was I open to it? Was I accepting to it? Would I, buckle down and be with that person and change my whole life? 100%. So I was ready to commit. I was single at the time. I was ready to commit. But the reason I applied, and guys are going to understand this, and hopefully everyone can understand this. The reason I applied was I'd had a few beers. One of my friends goes, "You'd be great on that show because you literally do not give a f*** and you would just say it how it is." And I was like, yeah, I suppose I would. So I did apply for the show, and then it kept going. They kept going, Skype interview, this interview. And then I thought to myself, do you know what? At the end of the day, if they don't pick my perfect match, which I was skeptical about, let's be honest. I mean, I'm not going to trust, two sort of middle-aged women and a smooth-talking bloke, So it was like, yeah, I will give it a crack. But if the worst comes to worst, at least I can walk into a bar because I have a pretty unique type of personality. Not many people like me, as you can see. So when I walk in a bar, at least they'll get to know exactly who I am. And then worst comes to worst, they already know who I am. So girls not going to come up and be like, oh, hey, like I've seen you on MAFS, you're cool. They're going to be like, oh, just stay away. So I thought, end of the day, short story short, it's going to be easy to find the one after the show. It's going to put you on a platform where you can find the one after the show. And I was on Tinder and everything. And I mean, once I finished Tinder, I needed a new game to go on to.
Well, your Tinder game, what did you have a bit of a smooth talking bio to get the birds in on Tinder or what?
I didn't have the smoothest bio, but I used to have a couple of pickup lines on Tinder. And it's not like, Matt, get your notepad out because you need this, son. But it wasn't like did it hurt? Oh, did what hurt? Oh, when you fell from heaven. It was none of that shit. It was like, hey, I hate pickles in my cheeseburger, but I just want to take you out. And it was stupid shit like that. And I think Tinder's a bit of a joke, to be honest. I think they're just full of keyboard warriors. You write a few sentences and then you just the whole thing about Tinder, if you're a normal guy, is proving to the girl that you're not a creep. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, I'm not going to rape you. I will not. I'll obviously yell surprise. It doesn't count. But you've got to get to that stage.
Yeah. Well, the missus actually no, they call me Bradman around Gawler, Michael. I'm doing pretty well for myself for a bigger fella.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll flick you a photo after. And
have you got a missus?
Yeah, 7 years strong, mate.
7 years. How many roofies are you using a week? See, Matt, no, I'll give you the hot tip. This is for guys all out there. We're all the same, boys. We're all the same, and everyone thinks, he thinks he's killer, he's rich. The only reason he pulls women is because he's rich. Guys, I was pulling women when I was dead set poor, because guess what? If you smile, if you're fun, and banter beats biceps. Any girl out there that wants a guy sitting there with a on the beach with his abs out, go do one. It's like, it's banter beats biceps, because guess what? You got to talk to the guy at the end of the day. You can't just look at him.
Yep, that's what I've been living off anyway, mate.
No, I know. That's what I tell myself anyway. I'm about to sign up for the F45 myself. I reckon I'll put on about 5 kilos. I'd have to be punching in about nearly 90 kilos now.
F45, mate. Hey, there's
dude, as a 4'3" guy, 95 kilos is pretty.
F45, there's a few good sponsors, F45 sponsors of us as well, mate. But
wait to talk it up, mate. What, you trying to get the commercial gig or what?
Well, we'll see how we go after this.
Give you a few minutes, Matty. You'll be selling teeth whitening as we go.
Well, hey, I can sell whatever you want, mate. But mate, now a few stories that I want to get out. I want to go to the show now. We've talked about or heard about how long that filming the wedding and that takes. One, just how long were you up there for? And with Stacey, did you genuinely fall in love with her like it sort of showed on TV?
Yep. So what you see, everyone will blame the edits. Oh, it's all cut up. It's all bullshit. Da, da, da. What you've seen on the show was a true journey of me with a girl, Stacey, and I guess there was a lot of it's weird. I look back at it now and I'm like, Michael, that wasn't you. Do you know what I mean? You look back at it and you're like, you're not going to fall for this person that you think's perfect, but they have a few flaws along the way. And I guess you're caught up in that environment. And to be honest with you, I'll credit where credit's due. I'll take my hat off to Stacey. She said it perfectly. She's like, I must have been drunk as to fall in love with that guy. I mean, good on her, because right now I'll just reciprocate those words. It's like, yeah, you are sort of in that environment where you do fall for someone that's probably not right for you. They probably tick a lot of boxes, but they're just not 100% there. And that's when it's like, I came into the experiment, I feel, with a Tiger Airways ticket, if we're talking about private jets. I sort of came in there with a Tiger Airways ticket that I got handed. But I'm doing all right, you know what I mean? I walked out with a Qantas business.
Yes, Casey, how's she doing, mate? And all going well there?
I'll ask the question, Casey.
We've got her on. You beauty.
She's just getting us. Sorry, we're not allowed to say that because there's so many Corona people. She's gorgeous herself.
Casey, how you going?
Okay, I'm good.
That's what you call a tackle patch.
No,
right, go now. This is about me. This is about me.
No, and
watching it, so I did all right.
Watching it back, we were watching it now. That wedding scene when you started straight away at the reception and whether it's the edits or it looked like Stacey was giving you donuts. Straight away I went, and then they show about they've Googled you and whatnot. Straight away it was.
You know how I had to call my IT guy and I'm like, mate, make sure I come up on the top of Google because I'm about to get a hit. You just make sure that comes up right now.
But did you feel that throughout, or was it watching it back that you actually went, maybe she is just in this she was in it for the money?
Look, I'll say this and I'll defend her to a certain degree. No girl is going to want to date a guy that works at McDonald's or Coles or something like that, you know. Girls want guys with ambition. Humans want people that are going to excel because we all want to strive for a little bit more. So for me to say, oh my God, like if she thought I was just, some guy that had zero ambition, was just a funny guy, was just taking the piss, was just, because I was quite immature at the wedding. I look back at it and I realized how immature I was. I mean, I'm a very mature adult now. But I had some fun with it, and it was like, they cut to me and they were like, I was talking to her mum and I made an effort with her parents and stuff, and I was like, the whole baby shark, nah, 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 that all came out. But to be honest with you, it was, that was just me. It was like, that's what I do with my son. Like, I take my son to a restaurant. We'll go to nice restaurants, me and my little one. And the reason we go to nice restaurants is because they don't frown upon you when he makes a mess. So sometimes it's cheaper for me to take him out for the night than it is to clean up after him after he's had dinner. So I just take him out and and we'd literally get up in front of restaurants and he'd be like, Dad, baby shark, baby shark. I'd be like, mate, not in front of everyone. Like, we're in a nice restaurant. And next minute, baby shark. It's like, yeah. So that's what I was doing, that skit at the wedding. And I copped a bit of shit, but.
Hey, that's it. You got to be able to have fun with yourself as well. And throughout the show, the boys, can I get your top 3? Do you still speak to many of the contestants? Can I get your top 3 of the biggest flogs out of the boys?
Well, how many guys were on the show? I can't really recall. I don't really talk to any of them. I'll tell you the good ones, the ones I talk to. I talk to Ivan. I like Ivan. Me and him had our biffs, but we like each other. Because he's real. He's down to earth, and he says it how it is. And he wants to out me. He wants to beat me up. Good, let's do it. And we do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Ivan are about to have a big charity boxing match that's coming up. I have to drop 10 kilos, but I'm going to do it. And then we've got Mikey. Mikey was honest. I mean, he's a pretty boy from the northern suburbs, but he's honest. He's very different to me. But me and Mikey are like, you know, you got the blonde hair, the brunette, right? We're yin and yang. He's much better looking, obviously. But we've sort of got the yin and yang there. Mikey's a good sort from the right family, and I'm sort of like the polar opposite. But we sort of related because we both worked hard. We both worked in our family businesses. We both made a life for ourselves. But okay. Enough dribbling, Michael. Give him what he wants. Matty, you want the top 3 flogs. Top 3 flogs, we've got Josh. Josh was not a flog to start with, but ever since I called Josh a flog on the radio, his mum rang me up and she went spastic on me.
You're kidding.
Oh, Josh's mum went hectic. She's not happy. She goes, Michael, I'm sick of this. What do I have to do? Do I have to take my knickers off? What have I got to do to make you like my son? Josh, okay, I'm not saying I'm going to your mum, but and then the next one was other flog on there was, who was the other flog?
Surely Steve's in there.
No, see, Steve's all right because, okay, you know why I'm going to say Steve's a flog? Steve's a flog because he should have just said, Michelle, you're not my type, you're too old, you're not my thing, I wanted a 25-year-old bikini model. Ask for that in the interview, you dumb. Don't say, oh, I don't care, I'm looking for personality, I love personality. You got personality. You got the best personality in Australia. Michelle is absolutely amazing. And do you know what? She's actually gorgeous. There was one of the dinner parties where Steve wouldn't kiss her and he's like, no, I'm not kissing her, I'm not ready. I actually was going to put my hand up and say, I'll kiss you. Like, I'll just give you a kiss. Do you know? Who cares? I'll kiss you. And I would have tackled Pash the shit out of Michelle. But, I mean, so I'm going to say Steve for that one. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to say Steve. And then the other flog is, the biggest flog on the TV thing is, what was it? See, I forget them all now. I'm an arrogant see. I'm
Chris
just
was boring.
Who?
Chris was boring.
I'd say, do you know what? Even though Johnny shagged Casey or whatever they did saying, I'm going to say Johnny because Johnny was so fake the whole time, it wasn't funny. It was like the guy was sitting on the fence that much. He was getting splinters in his ass. He was like one of the, do you know what I mean? He was sitting on the fence. He's like, oh, Connie, you're great. No, she's not great. She may be great. She may be great, but she's not great for you because you're looking for a beach bum Gold Coast girl with her tits out, and you don't have that. You got a turtle tagger. Do you know what I mean? You got a turtle tagger. That's not what you want.
No, I agree. I thought Johnny and Steve were the most. They were just hanging on for dear life.
What's your nickname? What are your nickname? What did your friends call you?
Nighty.
Who was your favourite?
I see a lot of the shit stirring at gatherings and that in you. So that's why I wanted to get you on because I love that. But I'll also know.
Nighty, your tongue is that far up my ass. You're brushing the back of my teeth.
No, I loved it. Because that's the whole show. That's what I love. No one. I don't watch it as a 24-year-old male to see who falls in love at the end of the show. I want to see who can stir the most shit.
Did I do you well?
Tick.
You're good, Nighty. You're good.
Mate, so I want to get onto that. Some of those dinner parties, you went in and you just stirred the pot. How much of it is producer led or them feeding you information to use, and how much is you just going in and going, I'm going to it up tonight?
So a lot of it, a lot of people said that it was producer led and things like that. Yeah, a lot of people said that it was producer led. Unfortunately, actually, no. I'll tell you this. The producers actually told me to tone it down. Some of the things I was saying in there got a bit hectic. Lizzie, for example, the first time she came over, she was clinging and bangling with all this jewellery shit. And I said to the cameras, I'm like, who the is this chick? I go, she looks like she just robbed the Diva store. She's a magnet's wet dream. And they're like, Michael, like, you've just met her. Like, you can't be that rude. I'm like, she came up in my grill like a gypsy with her big fake nails and tacky looking face. I was like, I'll say what I want. And they're like, no, you can't say that. And I go, I just did. And then they're like, okay, well, Michael, can we tone it down? So I actually got asked to tone it down by producers because I'm ruthless. And the difference between me and everyone else on this show, and this is the big difference, and you can ask them all and they'll all agree, and they'll all say, who was on the show that just didn't give a f***? That was me. Because I didn't actually care about it because I'd never watched it. So I thought it was just a bit of a piss take. So I didn't realise all the viewers or 90% of the viewers were looking for a love story. The 10% of the viewers that are like you and me are realists. And we believe in real life, and that's the difference.
Well, I think I know all the boys I speak to, or there's a group of us with a bit of a guilty pleasure for us, and it was all because we just wanted to watch shit go down. You'd find a lot of the time you'd only watch the Wednesdays and the Sunday nights. How did you go watching it back, the whole thing? Did you watch? I
was a bit upset because some of the stuff I did in there was I thought was a lot funnier TV than what happened. Like, because obviously they're portraying this love story and everything like that. It was like, if you actually looked at the devastation that I caused, it was monumental. I mean, someone give me a Golden Globe. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't acting, but we had some fun on there. It was a giggle.
Well,
but after the shit I cut out, like the real nasty stuff that I said, like I was like, a lot of people go, oh, he's a wanker, he's arrogant, he said such mean things about people. Guys, please keep giving me those inboxes. But if you knew half of the shit I said, you would want to hang me. Do you know what I mean? I'd have bullets through the roof. Do you know what I mean? I'd have bullets through the window. I was ruthless.
Right.
This is the funny thing. Like the main editor, she's like, "Oh, Michael, like I think you're going to be portrayed in a good way." I was just, no, just portray me for me. Just put all the bullshit I said to everyone in there. Just have some fun with it.
Nah, hey, that's what we love. Now, the Hayley incident. Did it happen?
Oi, I'm going to be honest with you because I'm honest, and a lot of people now are starting to believe this because they do know I'm honest. I was absolutely legless. I mean, drunk is an understatement. Wait a sec. I'll show you how drunk I was.
Oh, jeez.
I'll show you how drunk I was. ASC, the long night. Drink 2 bottles of this and DM me, people. And tell me if you remember kissing the girl that you needed a cherry picker to touch. I'm going to change location because Casey keeps getting like, Michael, you got to change location. You got to spice it up. Really, she just wants to get naked and do a TikTok video. But what happened was, we were doing, we were all partying. We were having a good time. Chris Nico, you guys would know him if you've ever had a stripper at a party. He was a mate of mine. I actually knew Nico before the show, like knew of him, we knew of each other. We were actually in a picture with each other ages ago. But no, on that night, there was no enhancements. I actually got drug tested the morning and the next morning because obviously they're like, well, you don't remember you were that up. Like, how up were you? You the whole show up, Michael. They actually pulled me aside and go, Michael, you've actually ruined the whole show. And I was like, Well, I didn't mean to ruin it. Like, I can't exactly remember the whole night. Do you know what I mean? Like, a guy like me, you need bars. You need bars on the windows.
Right. Now, in filming, how many times did you regularly, or is there a story or your best night out with the group, or just a story of where you've gone out and got absolutely pissed?
Yeah, so I was pretty smart. So I never, ever, ever went out with the group. So I knew that the group was dangerous because the group was all about themselves, ratting each other out, and like every time, like there was just too much gossip in there. They recruited a bunch of gossips. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was for themselves. Yeah. So I never, ever went out with people from the show. I would only ever in Sydney maybe hit up a few guys that I knew in Sydney, and I'd drink with them or I'd go out with them. But we had curfews, and I never, ever broke the curfew. Like, Don't get me wrong, I started at 11 o'clock some days, but I never broke the curfew.
What time was curfew?
Curfew was 9 p.m. and then it went up to like 12 p.m. But this is one thing I actually want to say. Like, a lot of people knock the production and everything. Guys, they're doing their job. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're doing their job. Like, have some respect for a professional that has devoted their life to doing that job. And then you get people out here, like, you would have noticed my Instagram, and I don't know if you follow it. I never comment on anything. I never gave away any of the storyline. I always had a bit of banter on radio, but I never took it too far. And a lot of people just were out there to ruin the show because they thought they were portrayed in a wrong light. I was the villain. Like, if you remember the show, I was portrayed in a worse light. But I never, ever tried to defend myself and say, oh, production said this, production said that. I will be the one, as the villain, I will say, the show is real. There's no such thing as bullshit edits and all this crap. People just say that to defend their own image. Everything I did wrong, the drinking at the honeymoon, getting f***ed up, the casino night, that was true. It's me. That's what happened. I can't tell you that I'm some saint with a halo around my head. I'm just me. And I'm a real boy that went through a relationship on a TV show. I'm as real as it gets. And it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I made some mistakes along the way. But the difference between me and all those people is they're all banking on this sort of experiment and everything to build a platform on. Well, I don't want to build a platform on a rocky foundation. It's like, this is me. If you like me, love me. If you hate me, write me another inbox. I've got hundreds. It's like Josh. He got one bad inbox and he went sour. He turned on the show. He did all these things. He's like bad-mouthing the show and the edits. Mate, that's what happened. You're a sooky little from Newcastle that's mum still takes him to TAFE at 21. Grow your pair.
No, I love it. I love it. Now, partner swapping. On the show, was there any chat or much chat from producer end, or was there between the group? And I'm not talking necessarily partner swapping on the show, but off camera, a bit of partying and partner swapping going on.
The producers hate anything happening off camera, so that's one thing they do hate. They want you in your room at night time, and if you want a partner swap or whatever, that goes to them. Obviously, you're talking about normal individuals that like breaking the rules. You know what I mean? And you know, picture it like a jail cell. There's a few riots in there. So, yeah, partner swapping. I mean, look, at the end of the day, you've seen a few partner swaps through it. What was it? Me and Haley, the rumours, and then the rumours obviously on Stacey and Mikey, which, yeah, you can comment on as much as you want, but I think everyone's sort of... Pardon?
What do you think with Stacey and Mikey?
I'll ask you, what do you think? You're a smart guy.
I just think that there's too much... There was too much evidence, I thought.
At the end of the day, I'm a realist. Do you know what I mean?
The messages were enough for me.
In her defence, she's never, ever told me she did. But there was too much evidence that it happened. And, you know, this is what annoys me, though. Like, everyone talks so much shit about Stacey and she's a bad person and that. She's actually a good mum. I can give her that. And I don't ever want her kids to grow up thinking that, you know, she's a slut or she's this or whatever. The only person she cheated on, it wasn't Australia, it was me. Yeah. And I'm over it now. I've moved on. I'm happy. Trust me, I'm happy.
I'm
pretty happy. So who cares? So do you know what? A good thing has come out of a bad situation. So guys, live it. Like, how many people watching this, or however, like the 6 people that are watching this, how many times can you say that you haven't cheated on? Like, everyone in their past has cheated, and there'll be a couple of do-gooders that say, oh, I've never cheated, and there'll be the same people that have said, oh, I've never done cocaine. Do you know what I mean? It's like, guys, we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
And she made a mistake, but why are we judging it? If it was a guy that did that, boom. He's a legend. If it's a girl that does that, she's a slut. No, girls are just as horny as boys, and they're just as bad. So, girls, to you, hard up.
Now, when it come to on the couch and it happened in that reunion episode, were you already aware about it, or did that actually come as a surprise?
I wasn't aware of that at all.
Because you know,
I heard that there was rumours. Stacey warned me, saying, I think they're going to say that I hooked up with Mikey, because a pap came up to me and goes, did you hook up with Mikey? Is it true? And I was like, well, why do you give a f***? It's not true. Like, it's just bullshit. Like, no one's going to bring that up. It's not true. And then the messages and everything came out. And I will defend a girl that I love till the bitter end. To the bitter end. But what I can't defend is, like, when I'm sitting there going, is the messages going to come out? No messages are going to come up. And then the messages come up. It's like, what the f***, man? Like, what am I meant to say? Like, it's like, come off it, girl. Like, you know, like, you've just, who cares? You f***ed up. If she had told me she f***ed up, different story. I do believe in second chances. But it's like, I don't believe in getting lied to my face. Like, not when I invested that much into that relationship. Like, remember, she had 2 little boys. They were going to move into my house. She'd cancelled a lease. It was like, it was serious. It wasn't a TV show anymore.
Yeah, well, I think that was the episode that was one of the best ones to watch in what was going down. And I think that was
thanks.
Yeah. Well, I think, was it before that dinner party you got to look back at your auditions, and she said something in her audition about that if she cheated, or that she would go to the grave.
No. That was in relation to me kissing Hayley. She's like, oh, well, if Michael kissed Hayley, he's going to take it to the grave. I wouldn't take it to the grave, because I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I did it. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I actually, now that I've spoke to Hayley and I've seen what Hayley's like after the show, I don't trust Vanessa. That was the big problem, because Vanessa sold the story to the paparazzi.
Right.
So, but do you know what? Now that Hayley continues, and she said to me in private calls, Michael, we did hook up. And I was like, honestly, I can't remember. She's like, we did hook up. No, it was a quick hook up and that. Do you know what? It probably did. Like, I do trust her. Like, I believe it. And I'm like, do you know what? I know Vanessa was stirring, because Vanessa was stirring the pot the whole much and lying so much, it made me think the whole story was fabricated. To be honest with you, maybe I did kiss Hayley. But do you know what? I'm not ashamed of it, because it's a kiss and I was drunk. It's like, who knows? I was still being a dickhead back then. I hadn't committed to Stacey fully. Like, I was still being a bit juvenile and having fun and wanting to be a party boy and having my cake and eat it.
No, that's all good, mate. Now, I want to get on to Casey. How did that actually, first, before we'll leave Casey again till last, Daily Mail you're probably their number one ticket holder there for a while, the amount of stories that you're getting. Did you sell any stories yourself? And what was it like having the Paps follow you around? Did you notice them as much?
Okay, so you'll see the Daily Mail articles. I didn't sell any stories. What happened on that week? You're talking about that Party Michael week, yeah. Not one story was sold. I got nothing from that but a whole lot of hate. And I'm an open book. I did sell. I sold. Okay, I'll explain the situation. So what happened is,
I like it already.
Got me. And I was in Darwin, I was working, and the show's just released, and I was like, I'm going to go to Darwin. No one is in Darwin. It'll be sweet. So I was just being my usual self, out in a nightclub, paro as I didn't get kicked out, by the way. I had an argument with the DJ because I hooked up with his missus. And then he's like, yeah, he got the bouncers, and then they're like, oh, mate, like, duh, duh. I was like, go f*** yourself, like, who gives a f***? So I walked out, and then I walked out, and so I was never kicked out. And I walked out, and I ended up. I was back there 3 days later. Oops. And I was hooking up with the chick from The Bachelor that had a place in Darwin. She hit me up on my DMs. There was another couple of girls that hit me up. I was just like, wow, this mass thing's great. Like, I can just tick. This is perfect. Like, I'm a bachelor. So, and I was single. I was a single lad, and I had some fun with it. But then I flew in from Darwin to Sydney for my mate's 30th, which you'll see all the stripper pictures at. And flew in there, and a girl met me at the airport. And then Casey rang me, and I was like, yeah, you can come to this party. Like, you probably won't want to come. There's strippers. She's like, no, you're just friends. Like, I'll come. I was like, yeah, sweet. And then after the party, she hit me up, and she's like, oh, I'd like to catch up with you. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, you've just seen me. Like, I'm an absolute pig of a bloke. Like, why would you want to have anything to do with me? And then she's like, no, I can see you're genuine. And we started talking, and I was like, wow, I would literally cut all this bullshit if I had a chance with you. Because I would. She's gorgeous. Like, look at her. Like, there's times in life that you're just like, I've reached the peak of the hottest bird I can ever get. I can't go any higher. Do you know what I mean? You could have Britney Spears, Selena Gomez, the whole lot lined up on a plate. Go get. She's hotter. She's stunning.
You should have kept that door open so she could hear.
I hope that I'll record this and play that, and then I'll definitely get some. But yeah, so yeah, obviously I was a bit of a lad's lad over that period, and I mean, I was 2 tablets short from what I probably should have done. I probably had 3 times over, but we're all clean now. And I had a bit of fun with it, and so I just had a bit of fun with the notoriety and being single. But what I didn't realise is that Paps were following me. So they got me in Darwin with a bird, another bird in Darwin, and they got me in Sydney with 2 birds. Then they got me back in Melbourne with another bird, and it was like a week, and I was like, oh, for and I was like, this is too much. Like, I didn't have a clue that they were following me, and they've just got all these, and then I've got my mates that are like corporate executives at a strip club, not even a strip club, like with strippers around the house, and I'm like, oh, and it was just carnage. Like, I didn't realise that I was hot money for the Daily Mail. Now I do, so now you won't see me doing nothing wrong.
There was some seriously good reading there for a few weeks. So the whole Casey thing, that all did kickstart once the show had finished filming?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I didn't think I had a chance with it. I didn't even think I had a chance. I invited Casey to my mate's party that I was at with another bird. So I was hooking up with another bird in front of Casey while she was at the party, and we were just friends. Like, we were just friends. She was still like, knows. Like, and then we sat down, and I go, I'll tell you everything if you tell me everything. And she told me that her and Johnny had a fling, and she was genuinely upset with the way her and Drew ended. And I was like, yeah, okay. And she's like, oh, how are you and Stacey? I'm like, yeah, look, it was genuine feelings with Stacey, but end of the day, that ship sailed. And I just went back to being a bachelor, and I had fun, and I was just a single lad. Like any single lad would do. Look me in the eyes, any one of you, and tell me you wouldn't do exactly what I did. You're lying. And that's what I did. And then when I realised I had a shot with Stacey, I was fucking the whole thing was over. Yeah. And we sat down, and it was like, I sat down with her, and I was like, look, this is everything I've done through Stacey, Casey, the whole lot. And she's just like, yeah, sweet, this is what I've done. My conversation went for about half an hour. Hers went for about a minute. But I was just like, yeah, I forgive you. Here we are. So I'm pretty happy now. Like, it's good. Like, we get along really well. Like, we cook dinner at night together. Like, we're like a proper, I'd say like a proper domesticated, boring Australian couple.
What did you cook tonight, or was Friday night takeouts?
Nah, Thursday night was takeout because we landed Thursday night. We landed last night, so we got Thai. But tonight, I surprised her and I cooked these like pies, 40-20s. I've got a 40-20 with mashed potato and gravy.
Yeah, so not quite the fish that you've cooked on maths.
Did you see the fish I cooked on maths?
On one of my... I couldn't believe and I couldn't believe that you've actually gone along with the fact that you've cooked it.
So what happened is they go, oh, Michael, we'll get you all this stuff and, like, if you could cook Stacey dinner, the producer said. I'm like, yeah, no worries. I know how to cook dinner. And then they got me all, and they're like, and they're filming it, and I'm like putting milk on shit, and I'm like working out. They're like, Michael, have you ever made this dish before? Yes, I've made it before. Anyway, I because she was coming home, so I put the oven on like 300, thinking that it would cook quicker. I had no idea. And then they're like, and then they sort of like the cameraman's like worried because I put the alfoil with the potatoes in the microwave, and he's like, Michael, like, oh, stop him. I'm like, just relax. And I f*** the whole thing up, and then they're like, oh mate, you've got to order something because she's coming home. Like, this is a whole segment that's going to be lost. I'm like you've got to make this meal right. I'm like, give me the phone. So I just ordered Uber Eats, and they're like, you can't do that. I'm like, I just did. And I got the Uber Eats there, and I had to order something that was a fish, so it would smell like a fish. I didn't realise they were going to give me the whole fish with the bones and everything.
The fact that you've pulled that off, I got no idea. Like,
she's like, how did you make these curry puffs? I'm like, no, I bought them, but then I put my own stuffing inside. I was talking that much shit. I started believing it.
It was one of the more phenomenal things to watch on the show. Now, mate, I'll let you get back to Casey because I know you got a busy night ahead. But before I let you go, I'm going to say every couple. I want you just
it's like a model shoot here, isn't it?
Paint me like a French girl.
Hey, paint me like one of your French girls. I say that all the time. I like
certainly one of the more interesting. I think this is the best interview I've ever done. So it's a credit to you, Michael.
I told you, you bring me up, you won't have a problem. I can give you you can give me plenty advice on interviews.
No, I think just keep going as you are, and you'll keep going well.
I'm not trying to do well, mate. I'm just trying to boost your platform. Hopefully your viewers don't think I'm too boring.
No, I don't think we're going to have that issue at all. But so I'm going to go every couple, just one sentence, and as brutal as you could be, I want you to give your opinion.
I like you. Go, back on.
All right, let's start with Ivan and Alex.
Ivan has a really pretty mini skirt, and Alex is wearing some nice pants. Next.
Are they together?
Knows. I don't think so, no.
I can't work it out. Seb and Lizzie?
Seb and Lizzie, if the cameras are shining, they'll be shining.
Now, Hayley and David?
Probably could have been a cute couple, but Hayley talks a lot of shit influenced by David's ingredients.
What about the toilet brush incident?
That's what I mean. The ingredients, he's putting it in. Do you know what I mean? She's talking that much shit. That's what I mean. See, all that shit she talked about me hooking up with her was after the toilet brush incident. So, could be a bit of shit talking still coming out of the old Colgate.
It could be a little bit there. Now, Connie and Jonathan.
Oh, how the world's smallest violin. That is just the most boringest relationship I've ever seen. Watching it back, I almost felt, honestly, I was like, do you know what? Mum, yes, Michael, go and throw all my Temazepams out. I don't need them anymore. I've just got Jonathan and Connie to put me to sleep.
That was, it was actually hard to watch. You felt sorry.
I wasn't into her. Oh, you seen how quickly he latched on a Casey, the good-looking bird, like dead man. Like, it doesn't take you. I'll tell you a little secret about Jonathan and Connie. Should we?
Love it. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
I shouldn't be saying this, but supposedly Connie was giving Jonathan the whole way through.
Oh, wow.
So she would let him dick, but he'd never. True story.
The fans are going to enjoy that one. Stephen
That's
Michelle.
true. Stephen Michelle. Bingo! Could you get a more boring couple? Steve, get back to the retirement home. Enjoy your discount coupons at Greater Wallace Cinemas because you're doing my nutting. Michelle, you're a good girl. You love a naughty session at bedroom. Go find yourself a trisexual that'll try anything.
Well, I reckon Michelle would actually be good fun on the piss.
Oh, Michelle's great fun on the pitch. She's a proper nympho too, eh?
Now, close to home, Drew and Casey.
Good. They were perfect. They were matched up as two really good-looking people. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I can't compete with Drew. But
A bit of a wet blanket.
like if there was a fire, you could throw Drew on it. Do you know what I mean? He'll sort it out.
Kathy and Josh, the romance, the relationship that blossomed from day one and went downhill very quick.
You can't be too sensitive as a male in a relationship. The male has to be the alpha male. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to be an alpha. Whether you're a scrawny little or you're 4'2", at least look like you've got some masculinity about you. Josh, Kathy made you upset. Don't ring your mum. Do you know what I mean? Kathy, good girl. Oi, Kathy did nothing wrong in that relationship. It all up because he's a sensitive prick. Kathy was out to 2 a.m. Why was she out to 2 a.m. without you? Because she didn't even want to hang out with you when she was off her head.
I couldn't believe the ringing mum and throwing her under the bus to mum. That was something else for me. Now,
that's what you call image self-preservation.
I couldn't believe it. Amanda and Tash, not much time on the show.
Disaster from the word go. I actually got along well with Amanda. I never spent much time with Tash, but they were just. I think Tash needs someone a bit more grounded. I think Amanda was too sort of prim and proper, and I think Tash was sort of maybe too street girl that needs a bit of a lass, if you like, or a lad, if you like, but a lass. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Tash and Mikey. 3-second Mikey.
10-second Mikey. You're selling him 7 short. Nah, they were actually a good match. But the problem was, it was like Mikey found out that Natasha was in the classifieds and he wasn't happy about sharing his bird. Do you know what I mean? Mikey's still about to get an invoice for Natasha.
Now, on that, there was a video that came out of all these shows that some of these contestants have been on and that saying, oh, they're actors. Were you aware of other other TV shows that some of these guys had been on?
No, I didn't have a clue. No. Are they on other TV shows?
They're on other... So Steve was on that... remember that show, First Dates Australia?
Natasha was?
Steve was.
Steve?
Yeah.
When the was that? In the 70s?
Couple years ago. He still looked as old as
that getting a date a couple of years ago. Me dead.
There's a couple of them. There was a few. Mikey was on Deal or No Deal. There's a few. Interesting. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
No, I actually didn't know that.
I'll have to... I'll flick
hang on,
the video.
Is that the briefcase one?
Yeah.
Well, he obviously didn't pull the right briefcase with Natasha, did he?
Now, Vanessa and Chris.
Oh, hell. Vanessa has given me that much shit. You know, I copped a lot of shit on the internet about Vanessa because I said, go fix your face, then we'll get your husband. Because me and Vanessa used to joke because she used to be like, oh, I've got acne and stuff. And I was like, yeah, look, I've got pretty bad acne myself. I'm like Clearacel's dream. Clearacel, if you're listening, I'll rub that shit in the shower like with a rashy on because I've not got the best rig. But I'll rub that shit in the shower for $200 a post. You know what I mean? But everyone was like, oh, Vanessa did it. I could have said I never was nasty to Vanessa. Do you know what I mean? I never said, you know, you're a renderer's nightmare. You're a overtime for a plasterer. Like, I never said any of that about her face. It was like, I was always pretty cool with it. I was like, whatever, like, you've had acne as a kid. Like, she was never not confident. She was always a confident person. And then she says, like, and then she's banking on the fact that, oh my God, I've got acne. Like, it's like, you don't even have acne. If you look at Vanessa, she's got quite a pretty face. She's just a lying To be honest, I'd be more worried about her nose than the acne. Like, it could poke the eye out of a spider.
Now, did you get to spend much time with Poppy and Luke?
No, so there's a lot of rumours about Poppy and Luke, wasn't there?
Yeah.
He went for the old gypsy pinky.
Yeah. Do you know any truths or?
I don't know, but I heard there was 2 in the thing, 1 in the ring. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure if that's correct.
The Barracuda, isn't it?
I've got to stop doing these things when I'm half cut.
Now,
Did you have fun? Did you have fun?
Oh, mate, I've had loads of fun. It's been.
Now, let me give you the closure. Guys, we've talked a lot of shit. We've said some really, unethical, unpolitically correct stuff. But guess what? You're smiling because it's funny. And that's the best thing about humour. You can be absolutely off the wall and then you say, you know what, it's not real. But I just want everyone to know what I said tonight is real. So hate me proper.
Michael, mate, thank you very much for taking the time out on your Friday night to join me. I think this is going to get a fairly big reaction. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all comes up, mate. But thank you for your time and taking the time out. Good luck with you and Casey and all the best, mate. And we'll catch up for a session.
I'd love to say I was with all my friends tonight, but it's just me and the missus alone in the room, so we could do a few more of these. But a session sounds good, you cheeky sausage.
Mate,
look after yourself, pal.
Thanks for joining us.
Right.